Mainstreaming the low-performing tribal students through Bridge Up Center (BuC) was initiated in the year 2019 with the support of the esteemed agencies Stitching Act Kolkata and Wilder Ganson to create an environment that promotes formal and informal learning for weaker sections of the students of class 1 to 5 in 35 villages of Balasore, Mayurbhanj and Keonjhar districts of Odisha, where the parents, community and the center instructors play a significant role by providing hand-holding support in pursuing the education of their children. Balasore Social Service Society, when began this intervention, took up the program with the village people, brainstorming them to bring out the best workable and sustainable plan. To make the community own up this program, education committees were formed in all 35 villages where the parents and the leaders of the CBOs were the members. And they handled the management of the centers, mainly convincing the parents to send the children to the center daily, to contribute their mite for the running of the centers, and to see that the instructors carry out the responsibility of teaching. To sensitize the parents on their role towards the education of their children, their responsibility to provide conducive atmosphere for the children and protect them from the social evils like child labor, early marriage and trafficking, awareness programs were carried out for the parents. Joyful teaching methods were adapted to attract the children to the centers, and the instructors were accordingly trained for it. A syllabus was prepared and other skills were provided for the instructors. Children's Club and Children's Parliament were introduced, where the children developed their talents and learned to be responsible citizens of the society. Children's Fair was conducted every year to tap the talents of the children and to provide an opportunity to mingle with the children from different places and to create a rapport with the authorities of districts, block and line departments. 35 children's clubs and 13 children's parliaments are hubs of learning and extracurricular activities. Students of the Children's Parliament initiated activities like maintaining the cleanliness of the village, educating the community members on the COVID appropriate behavior, and distributing masks to the needy. BuC played a significant role in educating the children of these villages during the pandemic. The schools which were closed in 2019 March for the students, especially for the class 1 to 5, are not reopened to date. The children of the village had no alternative facilities, while the children in the towns availed online classes. BuC were turned out to be the education centers during the pandemic, which were functioning throughout following the COVID appropriate behavior. This has saved many children from becoming the victims of child marriage, child labor, trafficking and dropout. This can be counted as the greatest contribution to the society during this pandemic. Besides providing the education, the general health checkups were held at the zonal level, and many of the children benefited from this activity as the small clinics and dispensaries had closed down during the pandemic. The children were also provided with dry food kits containing biscuits, beaten rice, mushroom powder, puffed rice and vegetable seeds for a nutritious garden, along with hygiene kits to sustain during the pandemic and protect them from the infection. Every year, basic education materials were provided for the 650 children to ease the burden of the parents to provide books, umbrellas, water bottles, and other writing and reading materials. The centers were equipped with different teaching and learning materials, tarpaulins to sit, financial help to put up a temporary shelter, with the collaboration of the community for the classroom wherever needed, were the gestures which helped the community to educate their first generation in collaboration with BSSS. Every passing year, few children are passed out to higher classes and new children are admitted to the lower classes. Most of them are contented with this village based education, which was the only opportunity for these little angels during the great pandemic. Today, their smiles and the gratitude of their parents are enough to measure the impact of this great venture in the lives of these poor tribal children. Balasore Social Service Society and 35 villages are grateful to Stitching Act Calcutta and Wilder Ganson for this noble task of educating the first generation of the village, which will surely reap a harvest in plenty. Thanks to all those who joined hands together to make this venture meaningful and successful. Hope this initiative will grow and continue to spread the fragrance of success and beautiful smiles in the lives of more and more children of Odisha.